Alright guys, hello, welcome everyone. A little bit of an unusual way to start a stream. Yes, I'm 100% aware, but we're here now. We are going for some running in the Hypercar, and I am a bit confused with the setup of our screen that we have here. It's somehow a bit bad. Maybe I just want to see a little bit. Let's see. Alright, how are you guys doing? Thank you for joining. Not Le Mans Ultimate today. More like a little bit of AMS2. Simply because I also want to enjoy some different stuff every now and then, right? Darius, thank you so much for your Prime sub. Much appreciated. Guys, we may need to speak a little bit about graphic settings. I remember, I think last time I struggled a shitload with some latency and stuff. Like right now, everything looks fine. But generally speaking, I think that might be something I'll need to have a look at. As we will have full grids and so on. But first of all, we enjoy our outlap here in Road America. I want to say thank you already for joining the stream. Hope it's going to be a good and a fun one. We're gonna have 2 or 3 races coming up tonight. First of all, the Hypercar race here at Road America. Then I'm going to jump into the LMP2, and I'm gonna be bloody honest with you. Like, I will be literally with hardly any practice on it. So that's going to be a huge fun, I guess. Hey Darius. What a ridiculous dive of mine. Adrian, Luke, you love everyone. Testing different sims. Well, I gotta be honest, I think I see Jimmy Broadbent tonight doing Le Mans Ultimate, which is insanely well for Le Mans Ultimate people. Like, if a driver like Jimmy Broadbent is enjoying the sim, that's really great. Darius, I might join the 22 Formula 3 race depending on how I feel, yeah. .50.6 to beat. I have absolutely no clue whatsoever about the lap times to be achieved. Bro, I need to start breaking in time, really. Evidus, hello there, how you doing? So, on to the next lap we go. Hopefully one will finally be able to make it validly count. This would be a giga win. Uh, compared to Le Mans Ultimate, this is not realistic at all. This is really like a game to have a little bit of fun. I'm not going to take it too seriously overall. Of course, another invalided. You know, I just want to try have a good racing. Obviously, still I'm gonna aim for a good result. Like, you know me, I can't just like be in a race and like, yeah, whatever. That's absolutely not me, but at the same time, you know, I wouldn't feel absolutely ready to go into another Le Mans Ultimate race completely unprepared, just like yesterday. What a legend, the guy. And I just found another legend. Like, what are these people doing? We're still getting damage repaired, yeah. Ooh. So yeah, trying to finish the point, Le Mans Ultimate is more realistic literally in every single aspect. Starts with the tires, ends with the real roads, and obviously on the physics side, they are pretty incomparable as well. However, and that's what I mentioned beforehand, if you are just out for some fun, fun, me spinning around, if you're really just out for some fun, like, you know, get into a car, just race, just drive, having a little bit of fun with a car that might be a little bit out of balance, maybe sliding around, maybe drifting a little bit more than in reality, but not biting too hard back, like, you know, it's not like a slide of the car is completely uncontrollable, which is what we've had in Le Mans Ultimate for quite a while now, before the new tire model. Then I think Amos 2 is absolutely the right call. I don't know. I think adding IMSA tracks is more or less going to be a licensing issue, rather than... And obviously a cost issue, like you need to scan those tracks as well. There is, I agree with you. I'm missing the low fuel motorsport times on R Factor 2 as well. I would have expected low fuel motorsport maybe to come into Le Mans Ultimate as well, but then at the same time they are entering so many platforms. I don't know how exactly that is done, because, you know, there is a lot of things I think you need to consider when you start doing championships and whatever sim, like as soon as you start using it for a commercial cause. And I think at this stage it is kind of commercial when they have their own streamers, when they go having their own stuff and so on. They need to make revenue in order to pay these people. Then suddenly different licenses and stuff is coming up. Areas I would only agree to the extent where I'd say that R Factor 2 is complete in the way they are, what kind of content they have. They have GT3s, GTEs, LMP2s, some sort of LMD cars without the hybrid. The hybrid system is missing in R Factor 2, that is for sure, I guess. Then we need to consider there's some more kind of flaws with R Factor 2. Like, I wouldn't consider it the most complete sim. Sadly, I think the most complete sim is iRacing when it comes to content and tracks and cars available. And it is like, you know, complete in the sense of realism and absolutely complete in the sense of no realism at all. So you literally find everything on iRacing. Good physics, bad physics, real simulation, fake real simulation. Good tracks, bad tracks, old tracks, dated tracks, updated tracks, new cars, vintage cars, all that stuff. So, in that regard, I'd say that iRacing is the most complete sim out there right now. Oh, goodness me. So, what is the first lap time? 52.2, 1.5 seconds off. I am literally too late into every turn, like I can't hit these apexes. And I've absolutely no clue as and why. Where Delta? Yes, there is from, like, of course. I'm not gonna argue against R Factor 2 here at all. It's just, when you say complete, I think one needs to put that into a little bit of a context as well, though. Oh my god. That's good. Practice session leader ahead of us, so we'll learn. Alexei Balashov, thank you very much for your subscription on the YouTube channel. Welcome. Much appreciated. Of course. There's no possibility to put chat. F's sake. All right. Let's try again. Hey, Liminal Thoughts, how are you? Oh, I'm with you. I'm not the biggest fan of the way things are happening on AMS2 either. Sometimes, you know, those things just happen, like, as much as I keep locking up the front, I feel like 53 on the brake bias might be just a bit too far to the back. But I guess we find out. Cool. Why have I now been disconnected? What the fuck? To me, it breaks immersion if I don't have... also, I think the setup that I've put into the car is gone for goodie now. I think it breaks the immersion when the steering wheel in-game is not aligned with the steering wheel you have in hands. Unless that is an issue or unless that is happening. I think it's whatever you like to have, right? So, what the hell's going on? Did the matchmakers die? What crazy shit's happening? Is that a thing? That you just randomly be thrown off the servers? On Amos 2? I didn't know if that was the case. Hmm. Who said that every game than iRacing is better to me? Question. So how do I find out if that is an issue for me or for the server? Like, or for the from the game? For real? Where is the LFM chat? Hmm. So there is an update going, right? Or there went an update. Um. Now stuff is back. Cool. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how things are going. There was sit and split 3 for that race coming up, 130 entries. Copy, copy. I mean, I sort of have the issue that I couldn't even... Where's the practice? I mean, it doesn't really make sense to do anything, right? So I'll just wait till... No, actually, let me... Why are we all waiting on it? I think for VR addicted people, AMS2 is probably the way to go. I mean, it looks fancy. It looks not too bad. Speaking about looking fancy, guys, what kind of settings I need to adjust in graphics and performance to not get that latency on the steering input? You got one of you mentioned something that needs to be turned off. Was it the density? Don't care about grass. I want to have high track, all detail, motion, blur, enhanced mirrors. Any one of you guys remember? Andrea, what would you like to see then, if not Automobilista 2? One 62146. We're putting a filter. 16146. Shave. Server's not up yet, but I want to wait for it. Maybe there was a Steam hiccup as well, you never know. But I guess we need to see how things develop then for the future. Yeah, so when Steam servers are having problems, like you'd even be doomed on Le Mans Ultimate, I think. So as H-On was reporting the online service LMU to be down as well. Hmm. So servers should be coming up in a moment. We're checking on our starting Split here real quick. 133. Oh. Ah, number 2 car. Ugh, come on. The only thing I find a bit difficult on Amos 2 is like really joining the sessions and so on. What? Bullshit. Cool. There we go. And what's really, really mad is like, it is so easy to join with the wrong vehicle. Oh my god. Oh, I only have 5 minutes. So I need to keep a couple of clicks back. Oh no, a couple of clicks actually stayed. Which is lovely. Okay, long time no drive. I mean, I should get at least 1 lap in, or lap and a half, right? Which is more important now than just sitting around. Okay, we're finally back going. Hey Charlie, happy holidays to you as well. Is there some more information about Steam servers being iffy right now? I wonder if it's better to have a medium tire here. Or whether you just pick the soft regardless. Track temp is at least 50 degrees. So I would have the idea that that the soft just might be melting away. So we have one lap. Maybe we can't do not off track it for once. And we could actually see where is our performance at roughly. And the answer seems to be no, can't. Yeah, iOS gamer, don't get me started on that Ferrari. You know what I don't get really? I think Ferrari as a team is one of the racing teams and brands that is extremely picky on literally everything. But then how can they agree to release that shitbox? Like, it's beyond my understanding of what's apparently going on. So if I don't be in the high 50s, I have huge issues. Flatbed poker, no, I have not. .6 apparently. I would say the other way around. It is unrealistically fast. Or not slower than an LMP1. But more like 8 seconds too fast compared to the real thing. Waiting for cars to load. Okay. Edit setup. A lot of fuel taken out. I think I'm gonna do 5 laps in total. Just go drive. This thing doesn't have a shift protection, does it? Yeah, that the upshift happened twice. Okay, anyway, so target lap times is mid-49s. Can we do it? Can we be quack? So it could be the case that the soft is just good enough for simply 1 lap in terms of tire temperature, because I think tires were yellow at the end of the first timed lap, which makes me think whether medium is the right call for the race. And you guys may be able to tell me. I don't feel too much of it right now, but I don't want to mess too much with it at the same time. Simply because I'll mess with it on iRacing and I kinda didn't even notice that it slowed me down after all. It is a graphical calculator that I used during my school time to calculate and deal with some graphs and stuff. Hello, Arno. So let's see if traction control off gives us a baba boost. 50.5. It gives us a boost for a Spinala. But seriously though, I need to try for another half a lap or so. Or at least up to the carousel. Okay, so I'll need to do one sort of short outlap even. Then go for one push. Ah, I have. Almost forgot that I can extend. Ah, me dumb. Ah, it is what it is now. Had an absolute brain fart. Mr. Percy. Then if you wanna enjoy some drift slidey lidey and some little bit of fun driving, then go for it. 11 euros is a bargain, although you have to consider DLCs and shit. I think it does indeed require a little bit of management, like where can I set it? Here it's set to off, but I will be able to put it to max or qual or high on the start of that lap. That is the only corner where I think disengaging traction control together with the carousel here. I may gonna try that. Coming around final turn. Maximum deploy. I'm not even sure if that gets performance or something else. I think actually you save the fuel, but you don't gain any performance. So it works like a Hypercar hybrid is supposed to work. But of course with with wrong namings on the deploy maps and so on. So can we get pole? It's the first ever time I hit turn 4. Huh? Don't die. Don't run wide. Look at you. Ah. So question, not question. Answer is no, we cannot get pole because we are too stupido to do a good driving job. Oh. We're gonna miss pole by 50 freaking thousands. 80 thousands. Yeah, could be worse. 5.3 liters after. Yeah, okay, so how long is the race? Is it 30? Thank you, Jonix. So 30 minutes times 60 divided by, we're doing 1 minute 10, no, 17 times 4. 68 liters, is that around correct? And I think I'm gonna go with the medium. I might be stupid, but I think medium is the right call here, isn't it? And we have a full formation lamp, right? So Charlie, you know, I'm not even quite sure if my fuel consumption is correct. I'll just take 70 and see how it goes. I'll take the medium because I think the soft's just melting away. I think the rear downforce is sort of fine. Whatever. It's basically just a standard set. Hell. What a legend. Like, yeah, 1 of 3 warnings already. Thank you so much. Like, how much space do I need to give you? So, time for me to catch the train, right? Like, everyone is so goddamn late on the brakes. What the hell's going on? And I don't mean just late, but I mean like rear dive kicking late. Digga, nicht LMU. Was in LMU, Mann? Das ist ja unglaublich. So apparently no pace. No pace. Have I taken too much fuel? Is it even a 30-minute race? I forgot looking it up. Yes, it was. Maybe. The issue just has been my tires being yet cold. And their softs now melting away. If they are on the softs, I don't know if they are. Into the draft we go! If I didn't lock up. Right, so back to seconds. What do you guys think about this game, though? On an honest note. I wonder if sliding like this is just randomly killing that tire. Like, how can the TC engage on the very first application of throttle? Even though you're like even almost off throttle. Audio ruins it for you. Copy, copy. I have to say, I don't think the audio is too bad in total. For me, it's more the physics that's sort of killing it. Oh, what the fuck? And the missing HUD options, like right now I don't have a little bit of an idea, A, whether my fuel's going to be enough for the race, B, whether I'm doing quicker than the car ahead or not. Like, you know, the overall race overview situation is lacking to me. Lazy FL, thank you so much for your tier 1 sub. Much appreciated. Open wheeler physics seem to be better than other cars, you say. I wouldn't be so sure about that, to be fair. The last time I drove like a Formula car on AMS2, I was pretty shocked how weird it felt to me. But that might be because I was used to other F1 type of physics. And I don't mean necessarily, but maybe also F124, you know? Tires are boiling. Hey Martin. We're doing alright, we're doing good. How about you? What have you been up to lately? Can't get this Canada corner right. Like in Canada corner, I lose everything I've gained on the car ahead throughout the lap. Good stuff, Martin. Good stuff. I think Amos 2 is fine for, like, just jumping on and drive kind of simulation. I think on the physics side it lacks quite a bit of fidelity. It lacks a bit of precision. It feels a bit dull and dumb every now and then. Like, you know, almost oversteering into a turn, but then locking the inside front wheel. Like, interesting. Here, same, like being on the edge of the of the traction control, but the moment you release the throttle, you start to just understeer crazily. Yeah. I mean, if you are kind of down for it, if you really just want to fire up a game, enjoy a little bit of racing in a not too stressful way, like, you know, just loading up default setup and having some fun. Random Spinala. Done everything the same compared to the laps before, but this time just lost it. So, 8 seconds back from the lead with roughly 20 minutes to go. And because we just love to do it, just another time. Now even third place is in danger. Yeah, alone speaking about second. So into 6th we go. Maybe that was just like a hot rear tire. Yeah, exactly. Like AMS2 is not that much of a die-hard hustle. And like, oh, you need to be pitch perfect with this, that, and everything. No, absolutely not. Although it doesn't really behave like a sim. Like those 2 spins that I had, the car should have just not easily or automatically kind of turned around again. But there should have been some movement instead of like just going rearwards and then waiting till you stop somewhere. I mean, what you gotta say though is now that our tires have overheated, that is a pretty accurate feeling. Like it feels skittish and really bad. Well, let's see when our next Spinola happens. Pain. Just literally lost so much time compared to everyone. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even quite sure if my traffic management is going to be pretty good here, because I do not know the quality of players. I do not know how netcode is 100% dealing with things. And then there are those weird lockups on the front. I think so many people are so about, oh, AMS2 is just like so good and whatnot. But I frankly have to disagree with that. AMS2 is not bad, but it's certainly not as good as many people consider it being. To me, it is an enhanced Project Cars 2 with a bit more simulation in it. I don't even think I want to have a car that is understeery on acceleration. I would like to have the opposite. This car already is personally set up to understeer on acceleration. Because I already have to rotate it via the rear end to actually even rotate, you know. So P5 we set. It will be good enough for most, yeah. It will be good enough for those that consider Le Mans Ultimate to be way too difficult or way too exhausting over the edge and whatnot. We obviously have to consider that there is people being sort of overwhelmed with how Le Mans Ultimate is working, right? And that's fine to be overwhelmed with that. For those, Amos 2 might be the go-to option. Incredible. That traffic simply denying the move. And this completely takes the fun away. As much as I've spoken about a little bit of randomness, as much as I'm now absolutely raging about the grass having absolutely no grip, so as soon as I hit the brakes or whatnot, what have I just seen? The tire blew. Oh no, I'm limping her home. Don't you worry. See, this is the thing. Amos 2 could have been something amazingly great in terms of fidelity, right? Like, Show me a sim that lets your tire deflate. ACC has a little bit of a punctuary system and whatnot. But like, you know what I mean? Miss K, thank you so much for the follow, welcome. Everyone goes fine. No, and I'm gonna get stuck here. And before the next tire just... Eight minutes left. The medals and trophies behind are for, wait, pit limiter. Various types of sim racing and racing events, from karting and so on. Or, like, sim racing, of course. No! Rewrite is about to... Where pit stop? Yes, real life karting too. I obviously completely forgot something. ERS mode, next page. Damage all, copy, coming. How long does the repair take? Does it say? Oh no, it starts. 100 seconds? There or thereabouts? It will be enough to wait for the guy that killed us, be behind him and try to unlap ourselves. Or does the repair time actually take longer than the race itself is remaining? Does it say somewhere how long we need to repair? Uh, like the way I died, the way the guy then killed me. I mean, you have to have a little bit of passion for pain, for sure. No, it's not particularly fun, I'd say. Three more minutes to go. I finished that race, for sure. Me just sitting there waiting for the car to be repaired, but that's going to be fun. It's going to be fine. What triggers me most about this is, do you see all those objects like blinking, flashing, flicking, even the ref meter is doing interesting stuff. That is just, ugh, you know? So where is the leader of that race? He's coming up now. So that means this and another one to go. And then another one to go. That's perfect. Car's going to be repaired hashtag soon. And when the car's repaired, I'm just gonna wait on the pit exit to get Geving. You know, I love these animations. I mean, you could arguably argue whether a pit crew should run through the concrete, but like just the fact that it's there, you know, like we have the technology. Get this into LMU, get this pit crew into LMU, get the flying damage into Le Mans Ultimate and so on. I mean, we can have that, you know? Right. Tun, guys. Really tun. So we'll drop a couple of hundred rating again, which is amazing. So where did my tires go? Do I now have a broken rear right? Or do I get fresh tires once I get out of the pits? Because I asked to change tires, you know? Apparently not. Oh, these rears are absolutely dead. Where are my brakes? They have killed each other on a straight, which is amazing. Almost karma. Where is P5? Oh no, you're not gonna overtake me here, don't you worry. Hawk! But that, yeah, I mean, some realism with the cold tires, with the used tires and everything. I like the fact that it, like, simulates broken suspension. That works a lot more... Is efficient the right word? And there are these other shenanigans, so what is up with that front nose now? No, I can now blow the one tire, you know? I could still blow. Man, like, even the P6 Hypercar is just one lap down. I'm not even sure where I'm sitting, P20. Whatever that means. Finally that's gone. Shall I try blowing my tires on the start-finish straight? Ah, no, we have an engine blow coming up, as you can see. I already have a red engine sign. A little bit of research and development, I call this. What gives up earlier? Tire or engine? I don't want to finish yet. So it doesn't disqualify me apparently either. So that rear right should have been dead already. What the fuck's happening? Rear left's cooking. Is that gearbox now done? No. Ah, it even stops the brake. Oh, not it stops the brake, but... Shouldn't have the rear right blown already? Oh well. Look at the car. Completely broken. And then I'd be like, hold my beer. Just goes for it. Where camera? That low kind of engineering. And not low kind of engineering, that low kind of racecraft. Low kind of stewarding. I mean, you know, I could now go and like protest the guy and be like, yay, I protested the guy, but he fucked my race anyway. Whether you want that or not. So where I'm sitting in that second split then. So I can't sign out any more of the race anyway. Great. In the middle of somewhere. I mean, I'm gonna drop rating again. Big time. It's considerably hard getting up into the top split area if you get, like, first you take yourself out and then you get taken out completely by some random dude. It's just like, what? You're on the inside, you're having a run? You're not gonna be there anymore. Alright, I think I'm not sure how I want to do it with the Formula 3 one. We're now gonna have 20 minutes here, 25 minutes, and Imola might be a bit of a stretch. I will sign out of that one for the moment. Just gonna go with the Daytona one. In the Orica, put like some low amount of wing and enjoy. Fucking hits. 163143. Copy. Just waiting for the server to pop up. 2 more minutes. Anyway, guys, I hope you still enjoy the stream a little bit. I would like to thank Miss K for a follow on the Twitch channel. And if you guys enjoy, I would appreciate a follow and Twitch subscription on the YouTube channel. Guys, tomorrow, I'm not really sure what exactly is going on, but I am... What the fuck? I don't think I'm gonna be live tomorrow. Like, with stock counting going on in the company, and things haven't gone too great this year. So we had to do some recounting today. And to be quite honest, like, we're massively behind schedule in what we wanted to have done by tomorrow. And I'm not sure if we have a chance to catch up on that. So as of today and yesterday, I kind of rushed home, quickly had food on Wednesday. I haven't even had food and went for the racing straight away. And I don't want to put myself under pressure with a stream tomorrow. So because also the auditor is coming tomorrow into the company 6 a.m. in the morning. Like, fuck no, I want to sleep. Oh well. What do you mean F3 is a bit like a toy for you? I am the host now. So does this... If I leave the server early, does the host change? Or does it just stay where it, like, do I shut down the server then? the moment I leave. On plastic wheels, copy, copy. No downforce. Suspension. Gonna put a bump stop. Much higher. In before the car becomes completely undrivable. Obviously, I only need that on the right, not on the left. Like, at least the LMP2 car sounds alright, right? So if the rear is that slidey, I will die into the bus stop. There should be no other way around that. And I think also that LMP2 car is kind of fun and kind of alright in the way it drives. Hoppa, here we go. Yep, absolutely sideways straight away. Don't really want to use the rear wing. Like, actually also on the LMP2, the FFB is kind of alright and talkative. Much more like than on the Hypercar for me. The F3 really feels a bit odd, like I did some laps with it at Canada, Montreal. And it was like even the second or third gear, car felt incredibly slippery. Even though you had like a good amount of temperature in, a good amount of laps in, tires and material warmed up and so on, like didn't really feel too much comfortable. Yeah, so I need to fix that rear. Okay, what do we do with the setup? Okay, I give it a click of the rear wing. I also gonna remove that thing a bit. I've no idea if what I'm doing is like making actually some sense. I'm really just trying to magically hit the right clicks now. Where is the wing? There it is. And suspension. Where is the anti-roll bar? Maybe I just soften it the same way. We may just randomly lose it again. So let's see whether I have a better rear now. So how much did that rear wing cost us now in performance? 2 or 3 kph, I guess. Yeah, but that... I can live with that rear, right? A lot less unpredictable. Yeah, much better. For whatever reason, the LMP2 I feel much better and much more connected to compared to the Hypercar. Might just be a general thing, I have to admit, every single simulation that contains an LMP2, whether that is Amos 2, R Factor 2, Le Mans Ultimates, even iRacing, the FFB and the feedback of the car itself is just simply the best across the entire platform. There is so much FFB going on in an R Factor 2 Ore car, in a Le Mans Ultimate Ore car, and even on iRacing. I feel the most in an LMP 2 machine for whatever reason. So we're improving, apparently, on or whatever lap time we did. 1:35.9 is the track record we've read. Let's see how far we're off that. 2 seconds, I guess. Pretty much. That front right lockup actually made sense. So I need to find a second. Interesting. I mean, if I can find 7/10 in the bus stop, and I'll F up with the remaining 3 in the infield, then that's quite reasonable, eh? So, fuel for 2 more laps, please. And then this shit happens. Do we consider that one of those random spins that we just have simply no idea on? How they are even happening? So and I think I need some temperature in these tires for my only lap remaining. I will die anyway because I feel like I have to put it all on one car. And then shit's gonna just hit the fan. Thing is absolutely impossible to get enough temperature into the tires to hit it perfect for one single lap now, eh? Oh, the rear is completely on the edge in the back. Yep, bus stop metric required for the bowl. Nope. It is a super odd feeling that I have. I feel I'm gonna start braking for a turn. I'm gonna show you what I mean. More... Okay. So, I hit the brakes, like here. And then I'll try turning in to hit that curb here. But instead of hitting the curb, my car goes in, like, late. And I don't get it. Like, I really don't get it. Feels so odd. Okay, I quickly go for a P-brake. Like, first I continue. Then I give the guys... I give myself... Oh, is it a 20 times 60 divided by 95? 13 times 3.4. I'm just gonna put 44 liters and pray. Then I'm gonna put anti-roll bars up. Back. Ready. Be ready. Let's see. No, I don't like horror. Like, I absolutely love how the TC engages on semi-throttle. Like, look what the TC is doing. Like, why? Green, green, green. Right. Safety car wear. P3 spun. A couple of people have surely plowed into him. I don't watch TV. Yeah, the drive-through. Or what? I also don't watch Netflix. Every now and then. I watch The Blacklist or so, or of course, Drive to Survive. But nothing further than that. I'm aged above 30. So that race, I don't even know if I want to say it, but it might be completely unspectacular right now. But of course, all it takes is one Spinalla. Oh yeah, there we go. And now we have some fun. Maybe I should try not to push the car at all, like, you know, simply not push it. Because those random spins, they kind of happen, but I have no idea that they are actually going on. It's exactly what Vindus is saying, like, there is no communication about what the rear is doing. Like, sometimes the steering wheel just comes a little bit back more towards the center, and that gives you a little bit of a feeling that the rear is doing something. But if you want the rear to stop rotating and it just keeps on rotating... Anyway. Yeah, always under the limit. Apparently it has to be like this. So we're trying. What is the gap to the lead now? 5.5. I mean, it's not impossible, right? But now we have to stretch the legs big time. You already feel the draft back here. Send! Thankfully, sometimes my racing intuition is still applying. Which it doesn't apply on iRacing. Because I just can't do the things like... In iRacing, you cannot over push in a single area. I guess I have to admit that I'm too dumb. Like, literally too dumb to drive. Draft is absolutely overpowered here. Maybe a bit further with the brake bias to the front again. I'm on custom plus, or default plus even. Like I have that other FFB option already. To me, when you're known to the more ultimate responsiveness FFB, then you just can't deal with a lot less. Look how neutral my steering is when coming out of these turns though. Well, LMDHs are unrealistic in iRacing and LMH because they deploy like an F1 car. They deploy when they should not deploy, they stop deploying when they should deploy, and they are going 8 to 10 seconds faster around Le Mans. Hashtag the only real simulation. So there's a broken tire. It's not also been about on the limit. Like again, when the car spun and I rolled backwards, every typical driving car would have like spun around with nose forwards when, you know, steering the car like a forklift from the rear axis that is moving backwards. This car, like, not this car, these cars, they simply don't do that. So, win is out of the window. I mean, we're gaining on the lead, but first I need to make it back on these cars ahead. And then it's just like 10 minutes to go. It's just so slapstick what I'm driving here. But it just happens like, you turn in, the front grips, the rear grips to an extent, and then it'll be like, maybe I shouldn't grip that much, and off you go. In fact, now I'm going even slower than anyone else. Should have been such an easy win. But nope. Like also here, there is a little bit of locking the fronts, but while locking the fronts, you feel the rear skidding and sliding around. Oh, is in a complete lip and slide angle. Just give direction with the steering wheel and then just hold it, or simply don't. I have said that I kinda like Amos 2 and the tire model and the physics and so on, but I think I have to revert on that. Like, it's a bit disgusting. It's like a jelly tire. Just like iRacing to an extent. But it's fine, maybe we finish at least in P6. Like, Could be worse, right? No, you don't feel the rear slide. You start counter steering when it's already too late. I really thought that I might be doing a little bit more Amos too. But I think I have to rethink about that a lot. And it's just a tragedy, right? Like, when you are used to the best simulation physics out there on Le Mans Ultimate, then you can't just go a step lower and enjoy it. You would love to, but you can't. So what the fuck's happening here then? Oh, Rujo died. I need a draft. But back to 6th, now we have a chance for 5th. Yeah, but then fun turns around in frustration a little bit. Because you see, you're sitting on an ABS 610, the TC engages literally the moment you are pressing 1% on the throttle, but yet though the car gets into an absolute slip angle slide. Like here, you know, TC is on, but the rear is already sliding. Draft is also ridiculous. Like in LMP2 on RF2 or LMU, you have literally no draft whatsoever. Now watch this. Feels like I'm opening DRS on the guy. It feels odd, like at the same time, if you slow down enough, the car reacts and acts like a car. But you kind of need to slow down hard enough, right? And the moment you go onto the limit, you get the slippy slidey. Here we go again. What? Unsportsmanlike conduct. What? Saving my car? Not crashing? I'm amazed. So, Gego ahead. 5 seconds. Again, like... Yes, and this is the 3rd track limit, right? Let's go. I turned in super early for the frickin' bus stop, but I can't get the car in. I can't get the car hitting the apex. It's just not possible. It's just not working. Well, isn't Kaike Oliveira an LMP2 driver on Le Mans Ultimate every now and then? At best 3 more laps. Tell you what, I'm going to be short on fuel. I don't know if it does. Oh wait, it's 2 to go, we're good. We're good. It's not 3 to go, it's 2 to go. I see the chance being on the rear wing of Gego on the last lap. And then have Giga Slipstream Draft galore. What's the gap to... I'm missing exactly 1 lap. Pretty sure about that. Although... less than 2 seconds the gap. This might be Giga. I might just get him all over the line now. Unless I spin, of course. I'm having a handful to do to keep the car in one piece. Hey, Dizzy! Thank you for the raid. Welcome. So, final lap, final corners. Can we get into the draft of Gego? Can we get a run out of bus stop? Can we get P4 on the line? Or up towards the line? It is a bit ambitious, I think. 1.2 seconds behind. Altea, thank you for the follow. And thank you, DZ, for the raid. How was your stream? What did you do? I'm Itchy Hoya, German sim racer, streaming in English. Wait, I need to focus for a split second. Absolutely sending it in the bus stop. Here comes the draft. Let's go! Here comes the draft. I know he will want to close us on the inside. I'm not giving him a chance. P4. Let's go. Such a bad race though. 4 spins, man. Yeah. What shall I say? Just looking at how I could, how fast on paper I could have been. And I'm just looking how fast I really were. Yeah, that was big DRS indeed. Alright, guys, I think I'm calling it a day, though. I feel pretty tired already. It was a long day. And literally, I'm not up for another Formula 3 car that rolls badly in the back. I gotta show you something, though. And this is where I say the car is completely broken. Or the physics are completely broken. When you drive the car like a forklift and then go for spinning it around, it just about does. Oh, damn. Can't even engage first. See, this is what I mean. The car should never keep going backwards when you do that. It should, like, flip around towards the front. I don't know. That's not how it is supposed to be, I think. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for tonight. Thank you so much for the watching. Thank you, Dizzy, for the raid. If you appreciate some racing stuff, especially on the more Ultimate and AMS2, maybe some other things as well, and please have a follow, like the stream, give it a subscription on the YouTube channel, and enjoy future streams with us shortly. Yeah, about the weekend. On Sunday, of course, there's the LMU top split race. Up till then, I'm not 100% sure how we are doing this. I won't do a stream on Saturday night. I likely won't do a stream tomorrow. That will be like really touch and go and short term. Anyway, thank you, Dizzy, for the raid. We're gonna move your people onwards, and since you are German talking people, I'll try to have a look to find a German streamer. Noah Eder is live with iRacing. You will enjoy. Fuck dudes. Entertaining, funny, proper German. And of course you guys will understand him a tad better than me with the English spinala. Anyway, Merry Christmas to you guys as well. Have good holidays. We were gonna see beforehand again, but just that I don't have missed it, right? See you. Bye bye.